Year 2s. This part of our learning is all about reading for meaning, and today our reading for meaning focus is to dissect and find out what the character is really like. And to help us understand how to do that, I'm just going to read through a couple of the pages and I'm going to explain to you what I'm thinking as I'm reading it based on the text and the information that I'm reading. So for example, if we look at page 1 here, it starts off by saying, late one evening, the tear thief crept into a town. Well, the fact that she's creeping is telling me that she doesn't want to be caught and she doesn't want to be discovered, so she must be moving about quite quietly. The tear thief was invisible and carried a silvery waterproof sack on her back. The fact that it says that she's invisible is telling me in my head that she definitely doesn't want to be seen. She's like an ethereal creature. Ethereal means that you can't be seen and that you're almost invisible and not real. It tells me that she's delicate and that she's fragile. Only if you happened to look into a puddle as she was passing could you see what the tear thief looked like, because a puddle was the one thing that showed her reflection. So that tells me that she really doesn't want to be seen. If there's only one way that she can possibly be seen, then she really is trying to be as camouflaged as possible. She really doesn't want people to know that she exists. The tear thief had short, spiky white hair and big grey eyes. She wore a handkerchief dress and silk slippers that made no sound as she walked. So the fact that she's wearing silk slippers tells me that she really is quiet, because silk is a really soft fabric. It wouldn't make any noise if it touched the ground. So she's really making a big effort not to be caught and not to be discovered. If we move on to page 2, it says the tear thief came to a quiet road with a neat row of houses and flew into tall trees, and there for a good look and a listen. So that tells me that she's a curious person. She likes to discover things. She likes to find out information. And the fact that she only seems to go to quiet roads tells me that she doesn't really like anywhere noisy or too chaotic. And then it goes on to say, as the curtained windows were flushed with light and enticing smells of soup and stew and pasta and onions, the tear thief's favourite, and rhubarb crumble were drifting up and away into the deepening dusk. The tear thief listened hard with sharp ears. Boo-hoo, a child was crying. Now the fact that she has sharp ears means that she doesn't literally have ears that are sharp. It means that she's got really good hearing. So that tells me that as she's creeping around really quietly, she's also listening really hard for children who are crying. And she likes pasta and stew because it tells us there. So that's her favourite food, and she likes rhubarb crumble. So as she's flying around these houses, she's also taking in the smells and the sights as she's flying and floating around. So if you continue to read the story, maybe you can make notes as I have, because as I've gone through each page, I've written down post-it notes, and I've written notes like crept tells me that she's dainty and light on her feet, and you might want to do that as you're moving through the book. If you read a bit and then you think, oh, that tells me in my head that she's like this, or that she moves like that, or that she does this or likes that, then make a note on some little pieces of paper or post-it notes, because what I really want you to do by the end of this activity is to have a really strong picture of what the character is like and what sort of person she is. And I wish you luck with it. Bye.